Hello, hello. We are getting close. It is, what day are we on? We're on day 24 of Whole30. Looking forward to the next chapter. So I started doing these, it's almost like a cleanse or a reset about 2 years ago. And the first time I did this, I went from a size 14 to a size 4 in my pants. I was doing kickboxing and running in addition to, and I think at one point I was even taking some yoga in addition to this extreme cleansing diet plan. It consists of Whole30. Then I went into vegetarian for, I think about, I don't know, maybe it was like 3 weeks or 4 weeks. And then I went into vegan. I think I probably went 4 weeks vegetarian, then probably 2 weeks vegan, then a week raw, maybe 5 days raw vegan, 3 days smoothies, 2 days juicing only, and then 1 day water fast. And then I gradually reverse the process on the way out, because you can't cleanse and reset that deeply and go back to a donut and hamburgers. You will be very sick. And what it did is it reduced my cholesterol by 50 points. Of course, I lost inches and weight. I think at the point I was 175 pounds. I think I got down to 155, so I think I lost about 20 pounds. And my skin cleared up. And so the problem with me is I do all those lovely things, and then my stressful lifestyle makes me gain it all back, which led me to doing these video confessions, because as long as I am not emotionally managing why I eat, I will continue to do this yo-yo dieting thing. I want to consider this as a yearly cleanse, just to reset my body for optimal health, not to combat yo-yo weight gain and loss. Because I think it is good for my body to reset and just have real foods, less processed stuff for a good amount of time. And I think the first time I did it, it was like over a span of pretty much 6 months. Half of the year I was doing this cleanse. I think when I get to a real place of balance, I don't think cleanses need to be half a year. Maybe I can just do it for a whole quarter of in 1 year, 3 months. And I think that would be enough just to reset. And so I'm hoping that I'm gonna go through the rest of the steps. I did shrink it on the upswing out of it in terms of the duration. So for example, I'm doing, after Whole30, I'm going to be doing 3 weeks of vegan, but I think I will truncate that to 2 weeks on the way out of transitioning from raw vegan to vegan. So I'm going to be doing 3 weeks of regular vegan, then 1 week of raw vegan. Even though I'm giving up meat, I've already been giving up dairy and sugar and bread and life and fun in Whole30. I get some things back going into the vegan phase. So I get sugar back. I'm not gonna go ham on it. I'm not gonna go crazy, but I do get sugar back. I do get bread back, vegan bread, that is. So that does slow down what I would usually do. Ain't no pizza happening really, unless it's a completely vegan crust of some sort, and I don't know how that works. So I'm pretty sure there's something like that, like a cauliflower crust I could probably do, but then I would have to do the vegan cheese. And I don't like the vegan cheese. It's very gassy for me. But, so I don't think I'll be probably doing pizza, vegan pizza, that is, or pizza for a while. After all this is done, to have a really good slice of pizza would be very nice. I do miss cheese. I really miss cheese, real cheese. But we're not going to do that. So I'm not going to see cheese until 2 months from now. So it's okay. I will come back to cheese when I'm ready and done with the cleanse. Something to look forward to. But in the meantime, I get to celebrate having some sugar again and having some vegan bread options. And I get to have like corn again, like tortilla chips. So I can still do vegan nachos, but I wouldn't do the fake cheese. I would just, my guac will be my thing. Guac and pico de gallo, I guess. I do like a tahini based nacho cheese, quote unquote, where I would take nutritional yeast and tahini, because nutritional yeast has almost a cheesy, nutty vibe to it. So I would mix that together and get the essence of cheese somehow, like the runny nacho cheese. In my when I do raw vegan, I would do tahini with over sliced zucchini squash and yellow squash, and those would be my chips, for example. Anyhow, so I have not really written all these recipes down, so I'm starting to write them down now because I want to make this easier every time I do it, and I want to not have to focus so much energy on experimenting. Then I can prep my groceries easier, and it's just less resistance in going to the next step. So I think that's what's happening. That's what's going to happen. The next phase is going to vegan. I get to have French fries again. Very excited about that. Now let me tell you, I don't like any of those Beyond Meat vegetarian substitutes, all that soy processed filler fake meat stuff. I can't stand that shit. It gives me horrible stomach aches. It gives me bad digestion, and the stuff is not healthy. I'd rather just sin and doing the whole real thing. So I don't really fall for a lot of the vegan gimmicks out there where it's just vegan junk food. I'd rather eat an old school 1992 portobello mushroom burger than a Beyond Meat hamburger. The portobello mushroom, that came out the earth, and it is just fine. That's what I will do. If I want a vegetarian burger, give me the big ass mushroom. I'm good with that. So I feel like health food. See, so I was vegan when I was in my 20s, and that was like in the year 2000, and I was on my way into a healthier way of eating in my high school years in the late 90s, and health food stores were really different back then. Health food stores were health food stores. That vibe ain't here no more. You would always see wheatgrass growing somewhere. The people who worked in the health food stores were low-key nutritionist scholars. The things that were in there, they weren't highly marketed and ultra processed. You were coming in, getting stuff out of the bulk containers and bagging it out yourself. It was just, you would weigh it. It was just different. So there's still a few of them out here, but they're not that many, because Whole Foods ain't a health food store. It's a regular grocery store with more organic items than the average grocery store. But it ain't like some of the mom and pop ones, for sure. So anyway, I'm on another rant, but I'm gonna be transitioning into that next phase. So it's still, I have to do things in moderation. And since I'm going to be having access to sugar, I know that I'm going to have to also start more intensely. I'm half-assing it right now. I ain't gonna lie. I'm really half-assing it. I'm doing like minutes of this, 5 minutes of that. Ain't nothing. But like to step up and really push myself, I'm going to have to extend my exercise time. I'm still gonna be doing my exercising from home. And I think I'm gonna continue that all the way down to the water fast. And then as I bring myself back out of the water fast, way into full recovery of regular food, I think I'm going to join a 9 rounds and just to kind of outlight the regular eating. Yeah, I think that's what I'm gonna end up doing, is ramping up my exercise plan on the way out, where I actually have to physically go to a gym to work out. But everything from this point I'm going to be doing directly from home, because I need the path of least resistance. I can't let me paying for a gym or going to a gym, bad weather outside, stop me from exercising. All I need is YouTube and some floor space. You don't even need equipment. And I can get myself exercising and sweating, use my own body weight. So there's really no reason why I can't exercise, and I'm trying to remove all the excuses I give myself why I can't do something to get my heart rate up. So that is the plan. I had my mushroom coffee. I got, really feeling the mushroom coffee that I recently got from Amazon. So it has 10 mushrooms in it with the coffee mixed into it, and I put some cacao in and mixed it with some almond milk and some nut pods, coconut almond creamer, no unsweetened, everything's unsweetened, some MCT oil. We blend that all up and had that, and I had my egg frittata, as well as my little sweet potato muffins. I'm telling you, them sweet potato muffins have been my saving grace for Whole30. It has been my Jimmy Jam. Very grateful for that. And those egg frittatas too. Pop them up and go. I'm very okay with that. So yeah, I have to figure out a breakfast routine that's going to work in the vegan space without the super ultra processed everything. To figure out something that's a fast to go thing that I can really get into. I might do some type of I don't know. I'm gonna have to look up some recipes or something. But I like something that's to go, that I can heat up and eat quickly and keep. I'll figure that out. I need to have some savory breakfast, not just all sweet stuff. So anyhow, I'm done. I will see you tomorrow. Bye. And I'll probably have different hair because I'm gonna take this shit out. Bye.